بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Quranic Arabic webinars. This is a lesson about the complete merging of letters. Objectives. To understand when letters are completely merged, and in this case we're talking of letters other than what we have learned for Noon, Sakin and Tanween, which was a lesson we did before. So we're going to break this down into two main groups of concepts. So the first one, when a letter is repeated twice together, i.e. when you have the same letter next to each other in the same word, or it could be across words, and the first instance of the letter is sakin. So again, we're going to see examples on the next slide of this. The second concept is when two letters with a similar sound, i.e. they will have the same location of their makraj or nearabouts in the same grouping, are together and the first of the two letters is sakin. So we'll call it similar sounds, but really it's about the same or two letters having the same point of articulation and they come together and the first one is sakin. So let's do an example here. So the first one, the repeating letters. So the rule again, when a letter is repeated twice and the letters are together, either in the same word or across words, i.e. they're adjacent, and the first instance of the letter, i.e. the first occurrence of that letter out of the two, is sakin. Now, a note, in the Uthmani script, the first letter will not even carry a sukun. And seeing that letter without a sukun is an indication that it will not be read. So let's look at a simple example here. So in this example, you can see we've got two of the letters kaf. And the first kaf is sakin. Then it's followed by another kaf with the shadda and the dhamma. Now, because the first one is sakin, what happens is we completely ignore that. And this is because the two are right next to each other. And the reason they do this is because of the difficulty of pronouncing them one after the other directly. So we've color-coded the first kaf here in grey, indicating that it's not going to be pronounced at all. And in some color-coded Tajweed Qurans, that's the color they'll use. So essentially, what we would do here, we would join the ra with the kasra directly to the second kaf. So this would read, and we've got the dal in light blue because it's a echo letter. So yuda rikum. Yuda rikum. So we just completely ignore that first kaf. Okay, the next example, we have the same situation, however it occurs over two different words. So the first word here is qad, and the next one is actually dakhala. However, because the two dals effectively come together when you do your recitation, we completely ignore the first dal. So it doesn't even have sukun. We've color-coded it in grey to indicate it's not going to be read. They'll put a shadda on the next dal in order to do the joining or the merging. So this would be read as qad dakhala. So you directly join the qa to the dal with the shadda. Okay, so that's a simple rule. Two letters exactly the same next to each other, either in the same word or across word boundaries. First of the two letters is sakin, we just ignore it completely. Now we'll move on to the second group. When two letters with a similar sound or similar makhraj, i.e. point of articulation, are together, and the first of the two letters is sakin. Now there's a whole set of letters that follow this rule. So we're going to list them. There's quite a few. So this is the first set. So I'm just going to read through these. So when the dal is followed by a ta, or a ta is followed by a dal, or a ta is followed by a tha, or a dhal is followed by a dha, or a ba is followed by a mim. The second set is when a lam is followed by a ra, when a qaf is followed by a kaf, and when a tha is followed by a dhal, and when a tha is followed by a ta. So you can see with this, effectively each pair share the same very close point of articulation, i.e. their makraj, and in a lot of cases they have the same sort of sound. But you'll notice with the ba and the mim, they don't obviously have the same sound, but they're both made from the lips. So we'll look at some examples of this. So we've got two slides. This is the first one. First rule then, or the first example of this rule, is dal followed by a ta. So this word we have here is ma hat tu. Okay, so the dal followed by the ta. The dal is sakin, so in this case we're going to totally ignore the dal, and we've done it in grey. So you join the ha to the ta. So ma hat tu. The next one is ta followed by a dal. So the example we have here is uji badda watu kama. So we've joined the ba directly to the dal. So we've got badda. Next rule, the ta followed by a tha. So here we have wa dabba ifatun. So the dal joining directly to the tha, completely ignoring the ta. Then we have the dhal followed by a dha. So here we have idha lamtum. Idha. So we ignore the dhal completely, join directly to the dha. Then we have the ba followed by a mim. So here we have war kam ma'na. So we ignore the ba, join the kaf directly to the mim. So kamma. The next set we have the lam followed by a ra. So here we have kurabbi. Joining the qaf directly to the ra, the lam is completely ignored. Then we have the qaf followed by a kaf. So here we have naja lukum. Naja lukum. So we ignore the qaf completely. Then we have the tha followed by a dhal. So here we have yal hadhalika. So ignoring the tha completely. And the last one, which is slightly more of a special rule within this rule, is the tha followed by a ta. Now we'll read the note here. Note, in this case there is no shadda on the ta. We do not do the echo on the tha, i.e. we seamlessly join the sound of the tha to the ta. So this is a little bit tricky. So you have to, in this case we've got fa and then the ra. So the ra has to join to the tha, so the tha is not actually ignored. However, you then seamlessly finish the sound of the tha with a ta. So this would be faradtum. Faradtum. Okay, so it's a very tricky one. Again, you might have to sit with a professional qari to just tune that up. Okay, so in conclusion, we now understand when letters are completely merged, other than what we have learned for noon sakin and tanween. And it was just those two groups, and they're quite simple rules. And in a color-coded Tajweed Quran, you should see the letters grayed out, the ones that you don't need to say, or whatever color that Quran uses.